It's funny about the Harry Potter ride. The dream was going to Hogwarts. The next one, they were like, okay, we're going to send you to a bank. And now it's a government building.
I was going to say it's going to be the next attraction is the DMV.
That's the expansion.
That's the VR.
Driver's ed.
You're getting your broom license.
I'm Demi, theme park YouTuber, aka Magical Hijinks.
And I'm entertainment journalist Joey Nolfi, and we've both been diagnosed with terminal theme park obsession, and we're definitely going to spread it to you on the Park Peeps podcast.
We've got years of theme park knowledge, so join us as we serve piping hot takes, park tea, offer the best travel hacks and tips, and chat with guests in the theme park space.
So sit down, buckle in, and pull up on that yellow strap while we dispatch for the Park Peeps podcast. Dear listeners, I want to start today with a shout out. A shout out to all my soldiers, my soldiettes, my soldier thems, with those raw feet, those sun-ravaged shoulders, ragged tan lines, and yet still fully full-life forces who've experienced the greatness of Epic Universe.
We've both been to this park several times, and while it's only been open and out in the world for a little under 2 weeks, we are indeed putting on our Captain Cacao thinking hats to speculate on what might be headed to Universal's latest park, because Miss Karen Irwin, president and COO of Universal Orlando Resort, said in March that the next attractions are already in the works for Epic Universe.
Because there is so much to get into, we are jumping right into it on this episode. And while Universal is definitely not joking about expanding their global footprint at Epic, the Texas Kids Park, and also Universal UK very soon, you have probably seen some of the best theme park jokes on the internet on our next guest's page. Here to break down all things coming to Epic Universe in the future, please welcome theme park meme king, parks fan, and the owner of a very adorable, I believe, is it an Epic bag or a wallet from the traveling Chrono store? John Metzdorf of Gratuitous Theme Parks. Welcome.
Welcome, John.
Thanks for having me. I do have a very nice fanny pack that the media team was graciously bestowed upon me.
I have the same one, and they gave it to me after their panel at New York Comic Con. They gave it to everybody in the room.
I feel less special now. But...
I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's iconic because you know what? I don't think I saw that at the park. Is it at the park?
I didn't see it. I wore it today to work.
Was everybody jealous? Was everybody like, hey, what's Epic Universe?
you know, I wear it out and about, like to Costco and stuff, just, hoping somebody will talk to me about theme parks, but it's only happened once or twice. It's very sad.
I love that. I am now reminded of the time, I believe I messaged you after I did this, but I was so embarrassed, and I was also texting Demi in real time. I thought I saw you out at a bar in Pittsburgh one time, and I was like texting Demi. I was like, where does John live? Is he visiting Pittsburgh right now? Because I swear to God, he's in this bar. And I looked at this dude, and I was like, and I like, my mouth opened, and I like gave him like a funny look, because I really thought it was you. And then he just like looked at me like I was insane. And then you were like, I'm nowhere near Pittsburgh right now.
That's hilarious. I regularly get DMs from people. Most recent, I don't know if you know Adrienne Bibbidi Bobbidi Broke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She messages me and said, I went to somebody at the Epic Universe preview. And I said, I love your memes. She was like talking to him for like 5 minutes. And he was just like nodding. And she DMs me. I was like, that was definitely not you. I said, yeah, I'm just like, there's a lot of us like big white dudes with snapback hats and beards in the theme park community, apparently.
Sorry to these men.
I hope it was like a Universal executive too.
Yeah.
I love your meme.
I love your dank memes.
Well, maybe they'll actually invite me to something,
Hell yes. Hell yes. Speak it into existence.
Yeah. So, John, you have been to Epic a few times. What are some of your favorite attractions and things to do at the park?
We're here to talk about Dracula's feet, right? That's why I'm here, right?
Yeah. Part
always
two,
down.
Part two to talk about Dracula's feet. Yeah.
Park Peeps After Dark.
Monsters Unchained, by far, #1 ride. Not even close. I did post a story. You know what? I like the Harry Potter ride, but it's pretty low on the list for me.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the initial wow of like walking into the ministry or whatever.
Yeah.
But like every time after, that's kind of like, okay, cool. And it's funny about the Harry Potter rides. Like the dream was going to Hogwarts, and they put that out first. And then the next one, they were like, okay, we're going to send you to a bank. And now it's a government building.
This is all just propaganda.
It's like going to the DMV or something.
I was going to say it's going to be the next attraction is the DMV.
That's the expansion. Oh my god.
Doing your taxes at Hogwarts. Hogwarts home ec class. Oh my god, I love that.
That's the VR
that's the VR ride coming. Yes. Driver's ed.
You're getting your broom license.
I love this. I love this so much. But yes, I do agree. It is diminishing returns. I kind of feel like the people that were clocking my tea when I first posted that first video that I was like, this is the most stunning dark ride I've ever done. I probably should have waited a little bit because like it's still that first impression is still that thing. But like it suffers like the way that Rise does for me. Like Rise will never be as good as it was the first time. And I think that this ride, as amazing as it is, I will always hang on to that first experience I had riding it where my mouth was just hung open the whole time. But just each time after I was like, oh, it's suffering from the same thing that Rise does, I think.
Totally agree. Like that. I'll never forget my first, like those gates, like those doors open and you see the stormtroopers moment. Like to me, one of like the most like iconic moments of my theme park life. And it's the same thing when you go through the Flu Network and you see the Ministry in full scale. Like it's unreal.
Because I do want to circle back quickly though because obviously Monsters is your favorite. I think that's mine and Demi's favorite. But like,
we know that's our favorite.
That's our favorite. We know that's our favorite. But will Demi and I be invited to your marriage to Victoria Frankenstein because she's your hall pass, right?
Yeah, she is my hall pass, but yeah.
Even her projected face version.
So I think we should. This opens up a very interesting question. Like, I would like to know who we think. Can we like quickly make an objective, not necessarily subjective, an objective list of like the monster crushes in Dark Universe? Like, just a quick like 5-to-1 ranking. Can we agree on that? Because I think it's an important topic and nobody's really talking
general,
about it.
like, are we going to come together and create the definitive list? Is that
yes?
I feel like this is going to take a long time, so we should try to like think of it quickly.
Well, I think let's go from most to least. I think is Igor number one.
I mean, I love Igor, but he's family, so I don't find him crushable. Like he's my cousin.
But it's the freak land.
Yeah, but I'm not that kind of freak.
Okay, so Igor's not number one.
He's like the sexy rat boyfriend. Is that what they say?
Yes,
sexy rat boyfriend. Yes. So it could be okay. So then I think the most general consensus is either then Frankenstein or Dracula.
Well, you mean the creature Frankenstein?
Yes, yeah, Frankenstein's monster. Yes.
I mean, to be honest with you, the Invisible Man is my number
That's
one.
Demi's. That's Demi's.
Like,
yeah.
He's so mean to me. Why is that so appealing? That's something I should go to therapy to talk about.
Okay,
I feel like this could be its own podcast, and we should just like
I know.
really.
You're right. Yeah, we should revisit.
Really make a list and like drill down like spreadsheets and like.
I think so too. I think this is going to be like take up too much of the conversation of what we really should be talking about today, which is speculations and.
Sorry, guys, for wanting to get freaky.
Well, we'll circle back to it, but I mean, I love this topic. We could talk about monsters all day. That's our problem. We love it so much. Like Universal, thank you for this gift of a land and of attraction and creatures. It's wonderful and feet. But before we get into our main topic, John, tell our listeners a little bit about how you took the untraditional route of covering theme parks through memes that are so popular, and like how did you fall into that versus just like the traditional route of parks coverage?
Well, I guess I started in like 2020 during COVID when everyone was at home and the parks were closed, and I started making like jokes about that, and they kind of caught on. And I didn't even have a page. I was just like sharing my memes in Facebook groups and stuff. And it all caught on from there.
You're just like, memes are just memes. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Just making
but you're
memes.
so good at them.
They
Thank you.
really are really good at them. Like I see them all they make me laugh out loud
Yeah.
in such a joyful way because they're never I mean, I feel like a lot of like as somebody who also makes a lot of memes, like not theme park memes, but I feel like even myself, I find myself sometimes being like, "Oh, is that one too mean?" Yours are never like mean. They're always just
Mhm.
very funny and I really, really, really appreciate the angle that you take with them. So hats off to you because well we are both wearing hats today. Demi did not get her hat.
No,
um
so
Uh,
Joey is wearing his Captain
my
Cacao hat.
cacao.
John is wearing his Bowser hat, but I don't have a hat because all I've been waiting for is the return of the Toothless Bucket hat, which sold out
Yeah.
during cast member previews and has not come back to the park since. And so I will not be wearing an Epic hat until I get the Epic hat that I really want.
Oh, I should have sent you my ET hat, my little cinnamon bun ET hat.
Yeah.
Should just FedEx overnighted that to you for this episode.
Still the best ride at Universal, though.
You know what? I could somewhat get behind that. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
But the thing that comes through consistently, I think, is that despite this really hilarious posting of memes, like you actually know your stuff when it comes to parks. So I want to go through and talk about rumors and speculations and concrete evidence that we have for what is coming to Epic Universe now that it is officially opened, because as we noted, Universal reps have gone on record already, including the aforementioned Ms. Karen Irwin, saying that new attractions are on the way, starting with in a recent New York Times piece, Mark Woodbury, also, who is the Universal Parks head, said that the company is developing Wicked attractions. They technically already have some representation in the parks with that store thing in studios in Orlando, which I didn't do because I hate Wicked. But many have speculated that Wicked is coming to Epic next. I have not heard any sort of concrete evidence to support this, and I have my theories on where Wicked might be going. But what do y'all think?
I feel like that you and I both have the inclination of where if this would happen, would happen. But
Yeah,
John, I want to know what you think about this one
yeah,
first.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. First of all, like the next film is coming out, what, next year?
November.
No, or this
This
year.
November.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, this year. I don't think that the Wicked thing is going to last far beyond the release of the second film.
exactly.
We can
But I
only
have
hope.
heard this rumor as well. They would have to build quick
Oh
to
yeah,
like cash in on this, and I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, I think, over in Australia, they created the Wizard of Oz land. And I think Wizard of Oz is something that is, globally beloved and is a classic. And, like, that works for me. But if it's just Wicked, I just don't see that being something that's going to anchor to the park. Like,
right.
even something that, like, Harry Potter, of, like, kids don't even really know Harry Potter that well anymore. And, obviously they're doing that new show. So
TV
maybe.
show, yeah.
So, but I really agree with John. Like, I just feel like if it does happen, it's not going to have like that thing that like I think they're thinking it's going to have.
Mm-mm.
But I think, Joey, what you were going to say before is like, I don't know if it's going to go to Epic, but like, do you think it could take over the
Hollywood.
Lost? Oh,
I think Hollywood. Oh,
Hollywood.
Lost Continent? No. I think it's Hollywood in the where Supercharged was on the tram tour.
Okay.
I think that would be perfect to do like a Defying Gravity musical moment inside, even though I can't stand Defying Gravity, but I think that
Ooh.
makes sense putting when you go in the tram tour, screens around you.
Something like semi-permanent makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I like that. I do
Yeah.
like that. I think that's good because I think like you're right. It's a movie. It belongs in Hollywood. I think something semi-permanent.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. I feel like
Just like that franchise itself, semi-permanent.
yeah. I just feel like my worry is that like they think it's going to have that same feeling of the Wizard of Oz, and they're different.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Yeah, I worry that it's if they do it that it's going to eventually not.
Yeah.
Now, did you two know there was already a Wicked Land at a Universal Park?
What?
Universal Studios Japan had a Wizard of Oz land where the anchor attraction was a very compacted show of Wicked
What?
No, I had no
Yeah.
idea. When was
I thought
this?
you were
And
trolling us at
I've
first.
been
This
there.
was like 2006, I think I went, and I saw the show, and it was very strange. There were songs before there were supposed to be songs, and it like ends with Defying Gravity.
I'm looking
Um,
at this right now. Yeah, Universal Creative, along with the Broadway team, created an abridged 35-minute version of Wicked to showcase the musical to theme park fans in Osaka. What? I am
yeah.
so gagged right now. I had no
If
idea.
if you look at the rest of the land, it's technically not a Wicked land, although that's the anchor attraction. The rest is like general Wizard of Oz, but not like MGM Wizard of Oz, like the book Wizard of Oz. So it's like very strange kind of characters around there.
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. It looks like, because the lion definitely, he just looks like a big ol' kind of character that doesn't look anything like the lion that's in the films. He has like almost like a cartoony look to him. And so
Right.
do the rest of the characters. Wow, this is very odd. Demi, I
I
feel
can't
like
find it. I'm trying to search for it, and like all I come up with is like the new things that they're doing for Wicked.
I think we
Now
just
now it's like their kids' land area. It's
I
like
think
Snoopy, Sesame Street, and Hello Kitty, I
yeah.
think.
Oh
Because I
wow.
think the one in Australia is also getting really bad reviews too. Like it's getting kind of ripped apart for being like the entrance to it is right under their Superman roller coaster. So the yellow brick road is literally going underneath a Superman roller coaster, and I'm
Oh,
just
that's
like,
bad.
it's crazy.
Well, I
It's
mean, like
amazing.
also it's like
It sounds like it's amazing.
I love it.
well, like it's also like they made like two coasters, and that's like they didn't make like an immersive like like universal level immersive theming, you know. But yeah, I
Yeah.
can't. But that sounds amazing. Like that they did that.
Weird park
but
stuff episode part 2. We got to look into that.
yeah, for sure.
So, the other thing that I am wondering, and the 2 times I've also been to, well, no, actually I went to Epic 3 times. Where, Mama, where are the dragon drones? That's what I want to know.
They put them up one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I was like at Helios apparently the day that it was the day Helios opened, and I was there and I didn't see it, but like other people saw it, and then people caught video, and then they never did it again.
And they look like they need some work.
Well, I didn't get a good look at it.
I did,
but-
yeah. Well, I wouldn't know because I didn't see them. So
Yeah.
I really thought they were going to do it for Media Day, which is how I went. Was through, as I have to say, every episode. I was not invited through Park Peeps. I was invited through my job at Entertainment Weekly. That's how I experienced the Epic Universe preview. So, but yeah, I didn't see them either time that I was there. So that was very odd. But we did get a very concrete first look at something that we know is for sure coming to Epic very, very soon. It is perhaps the biggest clue that not a lot of people I feel like are talking about, which is a lot of people are just walking right by it when they go in. It's that giant empty quick service building to the right of the park when you walk in. It's just a big old empty building. So
Well, it's what I was told is that it's 2 quick services,
Italian and Mexican.
and yeah.
According to
So-
Alicia Stella, thank you, Alicia Stella, for the information. She just put up a really great video speculating about stuff that's coming to Epic. You should all go check that out. But
When I was doing my foodie guide to Celestial Park, which, by the way, everyone, if you haven't seen, I did a foodie guide for every land at Epic Universe, so make sure you go watch all those. And when I wanted to make sure, like, because I didn't want to like accidentally like put this video out, like, and then all of a sudden these 2 quick services were just gonna like magically open.
boom.
And I spoke to guest services, and they're like, "Yeah, we have no idea, but it's supposed to be 2 of them."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The buildings are practically empty, aren't they? They haven't really worked on the inside.
I tried
What I heard.
I looked and I was like, I really wanted to get up close to the window to see if I could even just look in and see anything. I couldn't quite do that, so I'm not sure. But yeah, there's also 2 little, it almost looks like snack carts outside of the front. There's a bunch of patio seating and umbrellas. And I do believe the very first concept art we ever got for Epic, there was what was rumored to be a full Italian restaurant. I believe it was going to be called Cassini, according to Alicia in the video that she posted a long time ago at this point. And you can see it in the first concept art. It has like, it almost looks like Olive Garden, not going to lie. Like it has a little like Italian like turret kind of looking thing, and it's an Italian fortress, if you will, and it did not get built. So maybe this is their way of combining the two of those things. But hey, we know it's coming. We can literally see it. So,
well, yeah, I mean, and Celestial Park, like, and if you saw the foodie guides, like, every land is very, like, unique when it comes to their food. And Celestial Park is kind of the area of, like, the basic eater land, like, Pizza Moon, barbecue, bar food, so it makes sense to add something probably like, an Americanized Mexican quick service and Italian food. Like, that's something that's pretty, like, common and, but we
don't
have
let Wallen Ballin hear you talk about comfort food.
Wait, what?
Don't invoke that name.
There is this person on X. His name is Wall. Actually, I don't know gender. I don't know. I have no idea who this person is. I don't know. I think their identity is a big secret. But there's this person on X who has I will just say, the wildest, I think. John, would you, what other words could we use to describe this person's takes on things? And they are a big controversial.
A little chilly?
Yeah, I would say that too. It does kind of feel that way. But basically, they posted this thing that was like, how dare these restaurants put chicken tenders and desecrate fine dining with chicken tenders or something like that. And everybody was like, what the hell are you talking about?
What's his handle? Their handle?
Wallin, Wallin Ballin. Wallen Ballin. It's very strange. But yeah, it's become like a meme now that even theme park social media accounts are using his templates that he usually tweets about things.
What was that one? One recently.
Was it?
It was like, this is epic.
Yeah,
universe. This is real.
It was some theme. It was some official theme parks X account. I want to. Was it Six Flags St. Louis?
I've seen like non-theme park accounts.
Oh, same. Yeah. It's so crazy. It is so crazy, but it is so funny because then also everybody's like, I have no idea who this person is in real life.
Oh my gosh. You
What?
guys,
What?
I look up this Wallen Ballin, and 2 hours ago he like retweeted, or he tweeted, whatever you call it now on X, Universal confirms that flying dragons are still on their way to Epic Universe and are just on the edge of completion.
Guys, we gotta be careful. He's gonna clip us out and post us.
Hey, do we not want that? Why? Like, hey, do it. Do it. Do it.
Wallen Ballin.
Wallen Ballin, I'll throw it. I know how to defend myself, just like you defend a vampire with garlic. Just pull out a chicken tender and you can, I mean... He does block anybody who shades him, but like, I mean, whatever. Who cares?
Okay.
So speaking of games, obviously there's been a lot of... John, did you go to the Nintendo store when you were there? The one in Celestial Park?
Oh yeah.
Did you see the Zelda stuff? The Zelda stained glass window?
Yeah. And that's what I think honestly is coming first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be its own portal, or do you think it'll be an expansion of Nintendo?
It'll be an expansion of Nintendo. There's the expansion pad. Yeah. There is an expansion pad, I believe, between Monsters and Nintendo, where I think it would fit really well.
Yes, there definitely is one there. And I think, yeah, this franchise has been long rumored to come to Universal in some capacity. And this... Like I said, it did get more traction when guests saw that Zelda is represented in the stained glass windows. And then I believe there's also, is there a parking area in the parking lot? There's something with like Zelda, like a shield.
It's like a general, it's something like adventure. It's like an adjective or something.
Hero. It's
adventure,
like hero,
and it's like hero, and there's a sword and shield. It's not specifically the Master Sword, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, you know all the phrases.
Oh, wait. Yes.
Zelda was never one of my games, so I feel like...
Well, I was going to say, it's specifically the design is of Twilight Princess.
Oh, I see. John is prepared with visual accompaniment. John just
or...
we're still going. There we go. There we go.
crossbow training.
Oh my gosh.
See, visual aids
On an audio
podcast, and we can clip this out and put it on stories.
Yeah.
Because John came prepared with visual accompaniments. So,
And I brought this for no particular reason whatsoever.
Wait, what is that one? Oh my
Universal
God.
Studios for GameCube.
Oh my!
What?
Wait, I want that.
Wait a minute.
How do I get this? How do I play this?
Wait, I have an old GameCube. I didn't even know they made that game.
You
What?
have an old GameCube?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we have to get this and play this.
Yes. Wait, Demi. When
And
you
you
come
see
to
how I
Pittsburgh-
bought that at Blockbuster. Video.
Blockbuster. Wait, show us the back. Show us the back. Show us the back. Show us the back.
It's got a Woody Woodpecker. You know, the park layout is specifically based on Universal Studios Japan too.
No.
And it's got Jaws attraction, Jurassic Park, E.T.
Do you just play? Wait, do you just play through the park like it's just a normal day at the park, or are there actual objectives?
This could be its own episode, but this game is awful. It's terrible. It's near unplayable. To do any of the minigame attractions, you have to collect trash around the theme park.
Trash?
It's like they put you to work for the opportunity to ride E.T. Adventure.
Oh my gosh. It's like becoming a team member and starting as a cleaner and working your way up.
Yes. Wait. Okay. I am so gagged by this. Wait. So it is. You know what? I would do that though. If Universal was like, hey, we'll entry today means you got to pick up some trash and you get entry. Mama, I'm there. I'm doing it. I'm picking up that Who Hash can and I am throwing it in the trash. I'm throwing it in the trash.
For real. Especially if it's for Epic. It's not on our APs yet. I'm tired of the all day tickets.
Wait, so can you, so I just have one last, I'm sorry, I'm fascinated by this. So when you play, is it like first person or are you an actual character?
You're a character. And it's got weird, like, old style tank controls like Resident Evil and
yes.
Joey, I found it on eBay.
Pre-rendered backgrounds and it's interesting. It's an interesting game. Also, this game came out when Universal owned the rights to Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit is in the game.
I just almost passed out. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I'm purchasing this on eBay right now.
Demi has eBay
like
pulled
I'm not
up.
I literally found it like immediately.
I need to play this game.
It's $9.49 with free delivery.
Now, this isn't a game. I don't want to confuse your audience. This isn't a podcast about theme park video games, but I do collect them, and this one's actually really good.
There's a Disney World one?
What is it?
Walt Disney World Magical Racing Tour.
Oh my gosh. I'm
so gagged right now.
Disneyland one.
Me too. I have that Disneyland one that just came out. Or not just came out, but like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say.
For Xbox.
Yeah. Yes, for Xbox. And you have your little wand and you just go around hitting all the umbrellas with your wand. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And like you have you go up to characters and they give you objectives.
Yeah, it's like go find my missing cake ingredients for the birthday party tonight. And then you just have to go to other characters and find their freaking items, and there's no objective whatsoever. So I just run around.
You get to virtually be in the park, and that's the fun part.
And
which
that's
is why
the bliss.
I can literally be in studios in real life anytime, but I want to virtually be there too.
And it's also really nice because when you go to the front gate of the Disneyland park and you look out of the front gate, you can still see they have the old California Adventure Plaza there. So I sometimes just go out to the front of the park and I just sit and bask in the ambiance of old California Adventure and this Disneyland game. We are so unwell. We are so unwell.
We are very, very off topic, and I want to personally apologize to your audience because I'm unmedicated ADHD, so I'm going to get very distracted.
Did not take my Vyvanse today, everyone. So you're getting the real me.
You know what, John? This community, one thing I have learned in my very short time of leaning into my obsession in this community, it has been a lifelong obsession of mine, but I've only just started leaning into the community of it all. there is something with all of us, and we are all on the same page. It just all, we're all unwell in a very loving way, and I love it. I would have it no other way, so do not apologize.
Yeah, do not apologize. But
No.
I do want to circle back to Nintendo because yes,
Yeah.
Zelda, but do you think that the possibility, okay, I'm going to put this as like, I've never like heard anything official about this, but like in my need of Nintendo, I want Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yeah, that's totally the thing. That's like the big rumor is
big rumor.
Yeah, is that Luigi's Mansion is. And I think I was kind of scoping out as to where I think if that does happen, where that could, and we do just have to say this is not confirmed. Universal has not announced any of this. This is just all speculation. But I believe the plot, as soon as you enter the park, there's the gift shop to the left. And a little bit beyond that, there's like a row of trees. Right behind that, there's a very small plot. And I feel like that is where Luigi's Mansion could go. Because there's just nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they put it anywhere else, I'm not sure. Well, if they want to do a mini land, I'm not sure that would be the ideal spot. I think you just would have to do the ride. Because there is also that vacuum thing that you have to use in Luigi's Mansion. That is in the queue for Mario Kart.
Right. And there was definitely clues to Luigi in Luigi's Mansion within like the when you go into Bowser's Castle and it's like where you see like the books and what's his face, the ghost Boo.
Boo.
Yeah.
And but yeah, as someone who I'm still haven't finished Luigi's Mansion 3. It's been like over a year. But like I love the aesthetic more than I think I love the gameplay because it's very like simple gameplay. Mm-hmm. But I think like as an attraction, oh my goodness, and especially like it's, you know what I love about your Epic Universe is like when you dress for a specific land and then you go to a different land. And my favorite version is Dark Universe people in Nintendo.
It's so funny.
That's the best one. But if there's Luigi's Mansion, it'll totally fit so much more.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. There will be some sick photos in front of Luigi's Mansion of people dressed in Dark Universe stuff. And here we are talking about video games again. I mean, love it. Love it. But
speaking of Dark Universe.
Oh, wait, by the way, can I please show this? Wait, Demi, did I ever show you this?
No.
Please look at this piece of okay, so I didn't realize Quincy told me Quincy has a beautiful ring that she got at the jewelry case at the exit to Monsters Unchained. Oh. I looked in that jewelry case and they had, look at this bracelet. It has Frankenstein's monsters little bolts.
Love
and
that.
So I was wearing this all around the park. I was obsessed with it. But
I didn't look in the jewelry case.
They've got some really great stuff. And this was only $58, so it wasn't that much. And it's not the kind of silver that also turns your wrist green. So it's very, very nice.
Yeah, I learned that the wrong way. Like I had on opening day of Epic Universe, I had this like celestial outfit and I got these rings on Amazon where it's a set for every finger and it looked really pretty with my like with my Celestial Park nails. And then I was like, oh, okay, I have to take these off. Everything was green.
So you're ready for Toadstool Cafe then?
Yes.
There you go. Sure. So Dark Universe. I made a video about this recently, and because I was looking all around the monsters queue and also the land for clues about there was this long rumored creature from the Black Lagoon boat ride. John, have you heard of this?
Of course.
So I was very, very excited whenever I was like in the back of my mind. I was like, I hope that they're just secretly building this while Epic is under construction because it would be so amazing. But it ended up obviously not opening. Again, this is something that has not been confirmed or discussed by Universal, speculation. But the big rumor is that creature from the Black Lagoon boat ride. Now, I do think that there are a few overly obvious references to the Gilman inside the monsters queue. We get that his big hand, and then there's also the one that I clocked very, very, very obviously is the newspaper clipping that is by Victoria's fireplace, and it says that there is a creature spotted, and it's specifically, and why I think this one holds more weight than just other references to monsters is because this newspaper article says that they spotted an amphibious creature with webbed digits on the outskirts of, and it specifically says Darkmoor, and it specifically says Darkmoor. So The marshlands, I feel like, are a little bit further past the Burning Blade. So, because then I went into the Burning Blade Tavern.
And they serve one of the best drinks you will find in this park, the Lagunita.
Oh, that's yes, that as well.
Oh, but that too. Oh, well,
yes,
but
the
also,
Lagunita, yes. But I spoke with Tia, who is one of the bartenders there. She was absolutely wonderful and so helpful. And I asked her, I said I was doing a video on references to Creature from the Black Lagoon, and if she could help me with if any of these were from the lagoon. And she told me that there is a little gillman in the bar, but the head that we see of the gillman in there is not the gillman. It is just another gillman. So there is a marsh that has these little gillmen all around Darkmoor, because the monster hunters obviously gather at Burning Blade. So these monster hunters are bringing those little gillmen from somewhere. And because you got the wolf, which is coming from Maleva's woods right next door. And then you've got Gillman coming from the marsh. And she also said there is another creature. I forget what she said the creature is called, but it's that big one with like the little like fang looking things coming out of it. She said that is also from the lagoon, the Black Lagoon. So they're definitely hinting at this, and I think this is a perfect. I mean, if done right, I think it could be a really cool way to bring back something that harkens back to like the Jaws ride technology.
Yeah, I was going to say it feels very
but
Jawsy.
with Creature. And there are a lot of new boat ride systems. Obviously, you can't use the one that Disney used for Pirates in Shanghai, but in the manufacturer is escaping me right now, but there is a company that is making a boat ride. There's a park in France that is building one right now. But it's like, I think it's like a 6 to 8 person boat, and it can travel it's on a track, but it does all kind of omnidirectional stuff. It can go up hills, down hills, spin around, and it go around really tight circles. So I feel like that could also be an interesting ride system for that. I forget what the manufacturer is called, but John, would you be here for a Creature from the Black Lagoon ride?
This is the ride I want more than anything else, honestly. The park itself, I mean, it needs more dark rides. It needs more indoor rides that you can actually do when it's raining.
Yes.
Because I was there when it was raining, and 2 rides were open in the entire park. I got to do Monsters a couple more times, so I mean, there's that.
Hell yes.
Yeah, when it rains, the only attractions available are Monsters, Mario Kart, depending Carousel, but depending, it's not always, and then Ministry, which
Ministry.
You at probably the line is in the outdoor part of the queue.
Oh yeah.
And when I went, it was still on virtual queue, so I didn't have a virtual queue. So I mean, I could walk around the queue, but
right, 100%, we do need more indoor attractions there. I don't think Creature from the Black Lagoon would probably be one.
I feel like it could be. I think that would also be odd, maybe, to do an outdoor creature ride. I feel like it would have to almost be all indoors because...
Oh, I guess it's true. In my brain, I'm thinking like Creature of the Black Lagoon River Adventure. because like Jaws was outside, so like, but you're right. Like actually, like that would be so cool of like doing like, I guess, like a pirate style indoor boat ride.
Yeah, like but like with the same vibe as Jaws, as to like you're going out on a monster expedition, and then with maybe Igor is even like piloting the boats or something. That could be cool. But and then Creature obviously attacks the boat in some way, but you could hide it in a whole bunch of rock work and say that you're going, it's like a grotto of the Black Lagoon, like in the queue could all be outdoors, and then there is an actual Black Lagoon outside, but then they have located the creature inside a grotto or something, and then the whole ride is in
Universal. If you're listening, please don't do an outdoor queue. I'm so tired of being outside in the heat. My umbrella hack can only take...
Hiccups is brutal.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love Burke so much. Like I love that land so much, but it's like I can only be there in the morning or in the evening. It is so rough, and like it's crazy because like the hiccup queue, like half of it is kind of covered, and then the rest isn't. And it's also with meeting Toothless as well. It's just like that area isn't really covered. and when you're walking around, obviously it's very open, and like that's part of the beauty of the park is that like there's so much like openness so you can see all the beauty, but like the lack of shade obviously has been something people have been talking about. Bring your umbrella hats like me, everybody.
I love your umbrella hat, Debbie. It was cracking me up.
It started as a meme, and I started wearing it as a meme for Food and Wine every year because like,
and now it's life.
It's my favorite thing. I truly don't care how dorky it is. I understand that. It's like 5-10 degrees cooler under there. So
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it, Demi.
And it started raining in Epic when I was wearing it, and it worked in the rain as well. So
hell yeah, it did.
Yeah,
hell yeah, it did. My little cacao hat would not work, John. I also feel like your Bowser hat would also not work in rain, but at least we would look cute.
Also,
it did not.
No. You wore it in the rain?
Oh, you wore it in the rain?
Briefly.
But how did you wear that in the big Bowser eating your head hat? Like, how did you wear this in the heat?
Yeah.
The answer is I didn't most of the time.
Oh.
Just for the pics.
Just for the social
media. Yeah, just for the memes. But
hell yeah. Hell yes. Yeah, because I would not. There's no way I could get away with this cacao hat in the Florida heat. Like, I'm like, why are y'all selling this in Florida? Because do you think I'm wearing this in winter in Pittsburgh? I don't want to look like this in Pittsburgh. I'm not wearing this.
I actually think
the worst part about this hat is it like clips around the neck if I wasn't wearing these headphones.
Oh, what my...
It's like a little Velcro thing.
I saw someone post a TikTok where they wore one on the airplane because they were like, it wouldn't fit in my suitcase, so I just wore it on the airplane, and I was like, that is the funniest thing. So
I saw a great one where it was me greeting my husband after going to Epic Universe, and she was just like wearing the Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Yeah, and he took him
like
forever.
Sees him in the airport.
He had no clue at first. It's the funniest thing. I love that. I love that you also saw that. So, moving along. John, I feel like you might also be a fan of this. I'm not sure. Lord of the Rings. Are you a Lord of the Rings person?
Not really, no.
Oh, I'm gagged. I thought for sure you were giving me Lord of the Rings tea. Okay. So the speculation obviously is because they kind of said something about Universal UK. They kind of said that, but I think my theory. If I had to bet, I think because they are not just leaving Lost Continent like vacant for no reason. There's something going there, and I feel like to keep in story, in narrative with Islands of Adventure's core of being a park with all lands based on literature, Lord of the Rings is going there. That is what I would bet. I don't think it's going to be a portal at Epic unless they decide to do like what they do with Harry Potter and make it like a multi-park thing, which how amazing would that be if Universal has two of the biggest literary franchises of all time with two different lands at two parks? That would be like unprecedented. That is insane.
I know Jackie, super enthused, would probably never leave that land. Who's one of our first guests on the podcast. I mean, I said this in our UK episode when we were speculating about the UK park. Like, people don't realize, like, they think Harry Potter fans are extra. Lord of the Rings fans are like
nuts.
They're 10 times harder. So if they do this, they have to do it right, man. Like, they really got to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that would be like the only way I can get like certain people to like actually visit this park is just from that alone. I think it would be smart of them to do it, but like they really have to like read up on their Tolkien to really get it right. But I think it could be at Islands.
I think it'd be smart to put it at Islands rather than Epic. But it's another thing that they would have to license. And do they want to do that? I'm sure it'd be a pretty penny.
Yeah. But I mean, look at the return, I think, on something like Harry Potter, which I think has proven to be really worth it to them because they obviously were planning this. Oh, God. I mean, the first one opened in, 2014 now, 11 years ago. So they obviously had been, locking this deal years before that. So,
I mean, there also was a rumor that like Universal was going to buy out Warner Brothers. I don't think that's real, but,
right.
I don't know, with Max changing their name back to HBO Max, like who knows what's going on over at Warner Brothers anymore?
Yeah, because that would open up a lot of interesting opportunities for Universal as well.
Yeah,
Because
it's like when Disney bought Fox and that opened up so much for them. Like, oh my gosh. Like it's that meme of like when like, yes, like do we want these like monopolies, but it's like, oh, but then we benefit them from in the theme parks.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, because there's all that speculation now that Simpsons are going to Disney, which is very strange.
I just don't see Disney wanting The Simpsons.
Same, unless they put it in studios, which I could see them doing that.
That's where it would be, if anywhere.
Yeah. Could you imagine like Bart
Hopefully.
at Magic Kingdom?
God.
How funny.
Oh, John, you're in favor of Simpsons moving to Hollywood Studios?
I don't want it, but that's where it would go.
Right.
I don't give. I mean, after season 6, I was out.
Oh, so you are a Simpsons person.
I do not give a shit about The Simpsons anymore.
I mean, I feel like that's like most people. They're like, I really like. I've watched The Simpsons and I like know a lot about it, but like all I ever hear from people is like, oh, The Simpsons were good for like the first like few seasons and somehow it's still on the air. I mean, I don't know, but that's what I feel like is the consensus. I don't know if Disney would actually take them, but I do think like if they are gonna, I feel like Universal would eventually get rid of the land. And there is that, I know we're talking about Epic, but like there is a huge rumor that Pokemon is gonna take over Simpsons Land and Studios. I mean, would you be more into that than Simpsons, John?
I'm 90% sure that is going to happen. I mean, I got 2 kids. They like The Simpsons, or they don't like The Simpsons. They like Pokemon just as much, if not more, than I did. I mean,
wow.
The staying power of Pokemon is generational. And they are already developing a ride for Japan, so it would make sense.
Oh, I missed that.
To Florida. Yeah, it's taking the spot of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
In Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, when I went to Japan last year, Spider-Man had just closed down, and it was so funny because it was like in the spot where like our mummy is, and it just felt very like empty. But I didn't realize that like Pokemon was still like huge with kids, because that was obviously like a 90s thing.
Yeah,
it's big.
It's kids and adults.
It's as big, if not bigger, than it's ever been.
Oh, it's big, way bigger. Yeah, I would agree with you, John, for sure. It's one of the few franchises I think that has not, like, the initial demographic that loved it has not aged out of it yet, and like some of them are in their 40s now. So it's like, I mean, that demographic that grew up with Pokemon. So
hang on here.
More show and tell. Your Pokemon cards.
I'm not getting distracted again.
No, we love it.
We love it. That's my favorite callback in Rocky Horror, when during the criminologist and he pulls out the book and I think it's a very like New York specific callback, and we yell out, now let me show you my Pokemon cards. And now no one cares about this. I'm sorry. This is a rant that really ADHD'd my brain right there.
Yeah, where are you going with this, Demi? I don't know where you're going with this.
I live in Rocky Horror callbacks, so that's just, I apologize.
No apologies necessary. We love it. We love it. So in summary, Lord of the Rings Pokemon Land, and then if Derek Matt had his way, it would also somehow incorporate Star Wars. Confirmed. So that would also mean if it does go to... So wait, so we think no to Epic with Lord of the Rings? Because then what would go to Lost Continent?
I don't think it'll be... I think if Lord of the Rings comes, it is Lost Continent.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I know it was heavily rumored that Zelda was going there, but I see Zelda more at Epic than I do there.
Same.
I don't see them splitting up the Nintendo lands.
Well, there is. I mean, there's
a reason for it. There's a good reason for it, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, because there is. Well, the rumor is that Pokemon is going to studios, though. So,
but that's not Nintendo.
It's not technically Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like you can play it on your Switch, but
it's like only on Nintendo platforms, though. So,
right.
I mean, I think Nintendo owns it, don't they?
Yeah, well, it, kind of.
Yeah.
The Pokemon Company owns Pokemon. They work with Nintendo as their distributor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why you can go to the Pokemon Cafe in Japan and then go to the Nintendo store in Japan, and they're different things.
No, Universal had to license Pokemon through the Pokemon Company, not Nintendo.
Okay. And so wait, but the Pokemon ride coming to Japan is also not officially announced, correct? I don't think it is.
It's not officially, is it?
I don't believe
I feel like it might have been at some point.
Oh, was it? Hold on, let me just.
That's why Alicia should be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they said I do remember when this press release went out. They had partnered to create Universal or Pokemon experiences, but I don't think they confirmed where it was going or what rides were being replaced. So, yeah,
then Spider-Man conveniently closed.
Right. Exactly. So, there's also briefly, I just want to mention too, because John, you were talking about earlier, one of your issues with the park is that there are just there's a lack of indoor attractions. There was actually, like you were saying also before, this sort of allegedly tabled second Ministry of Magic attraction, which you can, as Alicia points out in one of her videos, you can see where the entrance was supposed to be on the right side of the land. It was rumored to be a Broom VR French Ministry of Magic kind of attraction. So,
oh, really? Because we used to have that we used to have a VR experience over in Harry Potter, New York. There was two. One is you would walk around Hogwarts, and the other one was a flying on a broomstick one. Mm-hmm. But there were so many problems that they closed it down, and now you just take a picture on a broom with a green screen.
Yeah. So it was something, I imagine it would have probably been a little bit more advanced than that. But yeah. And also that was also rumored to replace the Fear Factor show at one point. So
nothing ever was put there.
When you think about it, Universal has so much dead space in its existing parks. Like, because you've got in Islands of Adventure, you've got that thing over in Toon Lagoon, that theater that has just been sitting there empty for years. And then on the other side of the park, you have Lost Continent, completely just nothing going on there but Mythos. And then, what was I just talking about? Is
Fear Factor.
Abandoned. Fear Factor. Fear Factor is just sitting there.
Well, I mean, during Horror Nights, we get that, the show during Horror Nights that goes there. But it's a huge theater. I mean, I don't know.
We'll see. That's see. Like this whole episode. We're just like, I don't know. Who cares? I don't know. So, John, you're a Halloween Horror Nights fan, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And they're every year.
That's right. You are. So the last thing I think I would like to talk about in terms of pure concrete speculation and some loose evidence that we have, and then we'll get into like our wishes and fantasies. I have been long thinking about Halloween Horror Nights and its future, because I do know in the past they have, I believe for a few years, they did it at Islands of Adventure. And 1 year, was it split between the two parks 1 year?
2 years.
Yeah. And then, but they had a lot of really cool houses at Islands of Adventure, and this was right after it first opened. So I wonder, obviously they're not going to do it this year, but maybe next year, once Epic is sort of fully off the ground, up and running, I'm wondering if there is, I don't think it would be a full Halloween Horror Nights dedicated at Epic, but I wonder if there is potential to adapt maybe one walkthrough attraction that only operates in Dark Universe from like August through November each year, like set up a tent behind.
I have an answer.
What?
Okay, I was talking to some team members this past week at Epic, and they were very much like, don't expect Horror Nights here. That's not going to happen here. It doesn't make sense here. What they are thinking about, now this is not official, but they don't even know if it's going to happen. But what they are hoping to happen is adding more monster and doing some sort of monster experience in Dark Universe during Horror Nights season.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
No. Oh, well, I thought you meant
like characters, walk-around characters.
But not like a walkthrough experience, just like have the characters in the park.
Oh, okay. So that is almost what. I get what you're saying now.
Not like a Horror Nights house walkthrough experience, but like, like maybe more available characters. But what a lot of people have to also realize is like, they have to really make sure they have the talent for that and the commitment for that. So that's, I think, why it's like still kind of tabled until like they can see if they have enough staffing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I was told.
By team members in the park.
Correct.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good tea. Because I know that there was also a rumor there for a while that I think that there was supposed to be a lot more going on at night at Dark Universe. Like it was kind of scaled back a little bit, which that never really made much sense to me when I heard that rumor of like, why would the company behind Horror Nights? This is why I don't think that rumor is true, because I'm like, why would the company behind Horror Nights like pump the brakes on a Dark Universe land? Even though it is kind of small, I do think they like put their whole monster into this.
Well, I think
into
it's
this
small
land.
because they're gonna expand with Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking like, just because this land is so spooky focused, I think we're going to see something Halloween themed, whether it's Demi, like what you said, the team members are saying, of some extra monster experiences around the whole park and in Dark Universe, or maybe even like a sort of, even this year, I think maybe we could see something like festival booths or specialty monster snacks or something like that in Dark Universe, just because it is such a Halloween spooky vibe. I would hope that we would see something like that. But
John, do you have any inclination of anything? Did you hear any rumors or have any suggestions?
No, I feel like they're just very focused on getting the standard park guest in right now. That
Yeah.
they have no reason to add any extra experiences at this time. I mean, still like billions of people haven't been in the park, so
yeah,
it's new for everybody.
true.
Still,
Very true. Very true. All right. So what do we want to see coming to Epic Universe? Like, John, what is the thing?
I know.
What? Yeah, tell me.
The park is it's not a great park for kids right now. And what I would like to see, specifically, every ride has a height requirement, it seems, including Yoshi.
Yeah.
Actually, I just filmed my kids guide. It'll be out soon. The Constellation Carousel and Fire Drill are no height requirements, but your child must be able to sit up on their own.
Yeah.
Sure. I'd like to see a Captain Cacao dark ride.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That would be so
We
incredible.
need to expand the lore.
Yes. I mean, so I just put out my Blue Dragon video, which everyone should go watch, and I had a wonderful team member like talk about the lore of the Blue Dragon in terms with like Celestial Park.
Oh, it's so good.
And let me tell you guys, like this is for me, like I think original IP is so important in parks.
Same.
And we know that like Disney's done with anything original, and that breaks my heart. So the fact that we get this with Epic and that they're creating characters and they're building this world, yes, I want more Celestial Park. I want more world building. Give me original IP.
And
Yeah.
and there is a space that they can do this near the Captain Cacao shop. There's a very small expansion pad that could be kind of like the size of like a D-ticket dark ride.
That's where I was saying that Luigi might go.
Yeah.
But I would much rather see the Cacao Dark Ride.
And
Much rather see
I'd
that.
love to see it there.
Yes. That is, John.
Oh,
mwah,
yeah, I'm
chef's
looking at the
kiss.
map.
Yes, absolutely. No, because that character is the cutest little, obviously, I mean, I'm wearing the Captain Cacao hat. I'm obsessed with Cacao. But
I love
can
him.
you just imagine like riding on like, almost like
A moon
Peter
ship?
Pan.
Riding
like,
on a moon
yeah,
ship?
like Peter Pan's flight. And then he
It's a
could
cute
be,
little thing.
oh my God, he could be riding in the, like E.T. turns around in the basket.
He pops up.
Cacao could be riding in front of you, and there could be a little animatronic Cacao on the front of the little freaking boats.
I need
Get on it, Universal Creative. I need it now.
Please.
I need this. Universal, please, please,
please,
please.
please.
What can I do to make this happen? I will literally do anything.
I would
also,
love that.
Captain Cacao makes great chocolate. If you have not been to Celestial Sweets, what are you doing?
That
Because
macaron slapped. Slapped.
everything, the chocolate covered popcorn, chocolate covered raisins,
Hell
all of
yes.
it, amazing.
Oh, not the raisins.
Oh, you're crazy.
Oh, not the raisins. Demi,
Yes, the raisins.
Wicked and raisins in one episode. I can only take so much.
I mean, I don't want to get into Wicked again, please.
Excuse me, raisins. Oh my God, John, break the tie. What's the consensus on raisins?
They're okay.
So
Tie.
I'm in
Kind of.
you
I'm
have
in the middle.
advanced this argument nowhere. Thank you, John. Thank you very much. So
What? Wait, what was just pulled out? Wicked? Are you okay?
I literally felt my spit went down the wrong pipe at the exact same moment that John held that up. So it was like kismet of events of John holding up a Wicked. Was that a VHS?
This is the book by
Oh,
Gregory Maguire.
It's
That's
like-
very.
no!
It's a very horny book. It's much more horny than the stage
You can't
player
sell me.
that-
John, you can't sell me by doing that. You can't sell me by doing that. They were both, dear listeners, they were both just holding up Wicked memorabilia on the screen.
It's not
And it was,
memorabilia, it's a playbill.
it
I'm not
was
even
like-
a Wicked. Like it's
I got one
fine.
of
I
those
don't
somewhere.
Wicked.
oh God.
Like, I it was never on my rotation of like musical soundtracks, but
You
I
know
don't
what?
like hate Wicked. Like it's never been my show.
I'm countering you with my Tron Mickey. I'm countering you with my Tron Mickey. But no, I just, it's like a vampire recoils from garlic. I was like recoiling from the Wicked memorabilia. Ugh.
Here's a little palate cleanser.
Oh yes, what is it? What is that? Boom! There we go, John. John's
Still in the
bringing it
box.
back. John is bringing it back. Everyone, John just held up a Lego haunted freaking mansion. Hell yes, you did.
Here's
what is
my
that,
Lego
Demi?
my Lego Diagon Alley.
Oh,
Look at that.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they made that. That's really
Is
awesome.
that an official set?
Yeah. Someone gave it to me as a gift one year.
That's awesome.
That's great.
I
Look at
know.
us. We
Look at
really,
us. Look at
we
us.
are really like just going through and just being all like dorking out right now. Look at this little Leota I got at Barnes and Noble
Look
of
at
all
this.
places.
Is this just
Look-
we're showing each other things on
Look
an
at this
audio
very
podcast,
expensive
everyone.
mug I got.
I have that too. Speaking of another reference to Colin, our good friend Main Street Thieves, that she is sitting right over there on the shelf. She is looking at me, that tiki mug. I made him get,
This $95 tiki.
yeah, and then I had to wait months before Colin delivered it to me. Well, I shouldn't say deliver it. I met him at Disneyland and he just gave it to me. But look at us. Look at us. Where we've come
I want
from.
to wear a hat now.
Demi, you had this
There you
hat
go.
all along.
But it's not Universal. It's
It's
from
not in
Fantasy
theme.
Springs.
Oh,
But I just
well,
wanted to wear a hat.
you
It's my
could.
my Peter Pan.
Live your
Lost
life.
hat.
Yeah, I'll
Live
allow
your
it.
truth.
Yeah, we'll allow it. Like, I mean, we're just all a bunch of freaks just talking about theme parks, so it
For
doesn't
sure.
matter. We
For sure.
we warmly welcome you into this circle. So I was going to say something different as to what I would like to see come to Epic, but I think, John, I'm going to steal yours and just co-opt it and endorse it because Captain Cacao, of course, that is, no, how could I say anything else? A Captain Cacao ride. And you know what? I don't want, if we had to settle for a D-ticket ride, I would, but no, I want like an actual, like, give us a scoop vehicle, Captain Cacao ride. Please, please. Also, can you imagine the Christmas merch that is going to be coming out with Captain Cacao?
Oh my
It's
God,
going to be
stop it.
amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so amazing. I can't.
my God.
I can't.
I need
can't.
it. I need it all. Wow.
Okay.
I think we came up with a lot of thoughts today.
We did
Yeah.
a lot of thoughts, a lot of exclamations,
A lot of wishes. Well, the only other thing
a
I
lot
want
of wishes.
I want to say, because I didn't give my wish. I mean, I kind of did before with Luigi, but like
I love
that's
that we're calling them wishes now.
my wish, Universal. I mean, so yes,
My wish.
my wish. Yes. So yes, we're like obviously doing like the talk of like Creatures of Black Lagoon, but like I want more Dark Universe. So
Witches.
but there's no, it's not Universal monsters really with witches. But like, I mean, that would be cool. Trust me, I love me some witches. But in the lore of like Universal monsters, I mean, I know obviously we have Frankenstein Manor and Frankenstein's creature, but like, can we give the bride her own attraction too, please?
Because she's on the photo for Monsters Unchained. She's not even in the ride.
She's not
Yeah.
even in the ride, and she's such a delight.
I am shocked she's not in the ride, to be honest. But I will say, after my initial shock, here's why I think she's not in the ride. I think that brides...
Well, because it's the original. So she's the original creature's bride, and in
Right.
the queue, you see the old
He's
creature
Yeah.
dead, and it's amazing because it looks just like Boris Karloff. Not Boris Karloff. Yes,
No, Boris Karloff
Boris
Yes.
Karloff.
Yes.
Oh, it is Boris Karloff? I thought he was Dracula.
Yes.
Um,
No.
it is Boris Karloff. Yeah, my brain just broke.
Oh.
And then so
Well,
the
Bela
new one is
Lugosi.
Victoria's creature. Bela
Oh,
Lugosi
that's
is
right.
Dracula.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, both bees, so it always confuses me too. But yeah, so I think that's why, because she's not his bride.
Well, yes, I think that also is a way to justify it for sure. Like, you are absolutely correct. I also, though, think that if the bride's presence is not necessarily a nefarious one, like she's not a sort of is malevolent the right word? She's not a sort of like maniacal kind of threatening monster.
No, she's like a doll,
Right?
I'm not like a plastic doll. Like, she's like a lovely character.
Yes, and I don't think that necessarily her tone fits, because the tone of the Monsters ride, while it does get campy and there are a few funny bits, it's a pretty like harsh ride in the sense that it's very in your face. It's very like the rider is on the defense and not necessarily being an active participant in the ride. You are enduring an onslaught of things, and her energy is not offensive. Her energy is very protective and soft.
But that could be good for children, or just like a dark ride. Like, we need more indoor attractions.
Yeah,
like you can hear like light spooky music, but it's, it's just like, I don't know. We'll come up with a story and like make it that it's like every spooky girl's like role model ride. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be
I agree with you.
Great. And also because, like John mentioned, even Yoshi is a 34-inch height requirement, which, I mean, we could have, come on. Like, I know we need more like no height requirement attractions throughout Universal. I really think, but I mean, I think they've just, at this point, they just like, we're not going to gear to that. You go to the other park for that, and we'll gear toward like 5-year-olds and up kind of a thing. But even if it is a 34-inch height requirement, that still makes a big difference of rides available to those heights, and also giving us just more indoor attractions.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think a separate bride attraction. I was just explaining why I think she's not in Monsters Unchained. I think that's why she's not in that ride. But yeah. So, John, any other wishes or anything else you would like to see come to Epic?
Well, I do really want to see the Zelda ride. I don't know if y'all have seen the patents for what they believe is going to be a Zelda ride, but it looks sick.
It does.
It looks so cool. It's a boat ride, which I love. It's like one of my favorite kind of rides. But then it turns into E.T. adventure.
Yes, it does.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, you're going off a waterfall, and then it flies after that, which looks.
And apparently, the vehicles can like turn towards show scenes.
Yeah. It looks, if that is what it's for, that is going to be incredible, because while I do think the technology is great in Ministry, I do think for the average guest, they might just be like, it feels like Spider-Man or something, but like, we know it's not, but that's the job of Universal Creative, I guess, is to make people unaware of the technology and what it's doing to them. Like, we all know it's a giant elevator kind of situation, but to an average guest, I feel like it might just come off as like the Spider-Man ride system. But that is something that I think a lot of people, it would like blow their mind, and they would really start to question, like, how are we doing this? Because that would be absolutely amazing. So yes, I also endorse that, John.
And my wish, which I doubt, because the art in the Nintendo store is Twilight Princess based, but I would want it to be based on the Wind Waker.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be a very cool visual
I'd
style.
love to see the land all like cell shaded kind of looking, but in real life.
I don't think it would make much sense for them to go with the more realistic looking Link and Zelda stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that would ruin the, I think, vibe of, even though I don't like that land at all, I think that consistency would be very important. And yeah, I agree with you. I think it would have to be something like Wind Waker, that kind of theme, which would also, I think, lend itself better to the sort of flying boat sail thing. Just because
Imagine you're in the boat and it starts talking to you. Like the King of Red Dragons.
Oh, I thought you meant how E.T. says your name at the end.
The boat is an animatronic.
The boat is an
its
animatronic.
Head turns around and talks to you when you're on the run.
I'm for it. John, you are just cooking with the ideas. So yes, I hope you get all of the wishes that you have spoken into existence on this pod. What a fun conversation, John. Thank you for being here.
Wait, I have one last wish.
Just kidding. Demi has one last wish.
More shade.
Yay.
That's it.
And not just from me and Demi on the pod.
Please, Universal, I love you so much. I love this. I want to be in this park every single day of my life.
Same.
Every single day of my life, I want to be here in that park. And I'll even spend $150 every day and lose everything I have just to be there because I can't really afford that. But I would do it anyway because I love it. But I can't even, the last few days in the summer heat that has quickly upon us, it's been so hard, even with my umbrella hat. And at one point I had to go from Burke to Blue Dragon, and I had to stop in the Astro Pub just to get a breath of air conditioning. I love it. I think, I hopefully when the trees grow in, that'll also help. But I mean, just little things put more shade under the queue of
Hiccup. Yeah. All right. And bulldoze Super Nintendo Land.
No.
Okay. So
now.
Oh, sorry. I know.
Giving
I
you
just
X fingers.
I know. I'm sorry.
Mario Kart is better than Ministry of Magic.
John, I think
that's my hot take. I'll leave it there.
Oh.
All right, I'll show myself out.
We should have had you on for the hot takes portion because that's fighting words around the Park Peeps town. What did you think of Minecart?
I liked it less than Mario Kart.
What about more than Ministry?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh, I think
lower than Ministry.
I think he just read our faces as we were weighing his answer.
It might be literally in my ranking. Minecart, Ministry, Mario Kart. That's probably the order of those.
Yeah.
Well, John, what a perfect time to kick you off the pod.
No, everyone's allowed to enjoy what they love.
We're just teasing you.
Just close this.
Close it. But not without giving us one more peek at that Universal GameCube game, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
There we go. There she is.
I'm ordering it right now, and when I go to...
Woody Woodpecker.
Oh my gosh. I love it so much. I need to look. I'm going to YouTube this as soon as I need to see full footage of this.
Tiny little GameCube disc.
Oh my God. And the booklet.
The booklet.
Oh my
John, you want to come to Pittsburgh with me and we can play it at Joey's house?
Yeah. Or get an Airbnb and then just pig out for the whole weekend.
Let's go to Kennywood after.
That's what Demi's coming here to go to Kennywood.
We're trying to plan a weekend.
Yeah. We're going to do it.
Freaking go.
You're invited.
Let's go do the Noah's Ark.
Oh, that ride is insane. That ride isn't... Demi, I cannot wait. Or it's not a ride, it's a walkthrough. But Demi, I cannot wait for you to do that for the first time.
Like the weird Noah's Ark thing in Kentucky?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about there.
No, it's not that.
I don't know what that is. But Demi, it is a walkthrough experience that is fully themed to the apocalyptic biblical event. And you walk through Noah's ship. And believe it or not, it used to be even weirder than it is now.
Are there pineapples?
It's kind of like a walkthrough
funhouse.
Yeah, but also Twister or Backdraft.
So they got rid of that. So that is what I was talking about when I was saying it was weirder, because it used to start and end very differently. In its original iteration, it was like a old school, like happy funhouse kind of thing with like animatronics and very peaceful, whatever. And then somewhere in the 90s, they changed it to be this insane, like you entered and went down an elevator shaft, and at the bottom of the elevator shaft, you would walk across these glass floors with dead skeletons and stuff under them. and then the ride or the walkthrough ended. They locked you in a room,
Yeah.
and it was like you were underwater, and the walls started to cave in, and water started splashing through. It was actually ridiculously well themed for a park.
Kind of like Earthquake.
Yeah,
a little bit.
It was
yeah.
genuinely terrifying, and for a park the size of Kennywood, like it was miraculously well themed. It was on the level, I would say, of like a lesser pre-show at Universal. That's how good it was, and they got rid of it. So.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the version I went on. I also went on, I don't think it's there anymore, but they had a Garfield dark ride.
Oh, she's gone. That is the most hated attraction in Kennywood history. There is a good, I think it's Defunctland. Does Defunctland have a video about it?
Yes. I didn't realize that was Kennywood.
Yeah.
I liked it just because of how insane it was.
Insane. It was crazy. It's diabolical that they did that.
My boat got stuck at one point and we had to like push ourselves off of the wall.
That is common. That is very common. Yes, I believe that's happened to me as well too. Yeah, and the person has to come and like sometimes they have a stick and they'll like just push you through. It's really crazy. But look at that.
We did it, you all.
We did it. We're here.
We did it.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Well, John, thank you so much. This was a really great conversation.
No problem.
Thank you for being
Y'all
here.
are ever in Atlanta, I'll take you on the Monster Mansion.
Yes,
I want to do it so bad.
I want you to. And my friend Alexa, she's actually staying in New York for a few months, but like she's Atlanta based too. And I've been telling, I don't think she's ever been. I was telling her like that you post about the Monster Mansion over in Six Flags over Georgia. Is what it's called, right?
Yes.
I want to go so bad.
Did you just say Six Flags over Georgia's?
No. Wrong podcast. No, this is not. This is not Quick Track.
John's like, who's Georgia's?
I love Georgia's the drag queen. No, it's Six Flags over Georgia.
Said Six Flags over Georgia's. Oh, great.
Okay. Anyway, thank you, John.
Thank you so much, John. We really appreciate your time.
Make sure you go follow John at Gratuitous Theme Parks on all social platforms.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Buy my merch.
Yes.
Yeah, buy his merch.
Buy the merch.
Buy his merch. Laugh at his memes. You can be like me and be a top fan of Gratuitous Theme Parks on Facebook.
Oh, well.
I don't know if you know that, but like I barely use Facebook, but like when I do, because I go on for my pages, but like yours is like I see your stuff. Obviously see your stuff mostly on Instagram, but then like I'll see your stuff again on Facebook, and I still and then I always get, oh, you're a top fan of Gratuitous Theme Parks.
Boom.
I always notice you on there, and I always notice. I don't know if you know about this woman that goes to Mall of America every day and rides the
flipper,
and gets the spinner.
Yes,
but she's one of my top fans, and I was like so honored and starstruck.
I love that.
She is like, we're talking about people who like really fit in with this community, if you know what I'm saying. She really fits in with this community, and she's got those sunglasses. I just found her last week. Demi, I will send her to you immediately. She is so funny. She calls herself like she's the queen of
the Queen Spinner.
Queen Spinner.
Mall of America.
She's the Queen Spinner.
She's so cool.
She's so funny. I love her so much. I really love her. But yeah, okay. Well,
thank you so much.
We keep trying to disengage, but John keeps hitting us with better stuff.
And I have to go pack because I'm leaving for Orlando in the morning.
Well, here we go. Our final cutoff. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John, so much for joining us today. And make sure that you are following us on all socials at Park Peeps Pod. No, at Park Peeps. Oh my gosh, Joey always makes me say this, and I'm the one with the hard P's. Follow us at Park Peeps Pod on all socials, and keep up with me, Demi, at Magical Hijinks on YouTube and all socials. That's HIJINX.
I put OTTOGO because Demi always spells it. And I am at Joey Nolfi on all socials. Please keep up with me there. And until next time, we will see you out there on these streets at Epic Universe.
Make your wishes. Bye.
Make your wishes. Bye.